Uh, and let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah 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 Gullah. What's going on, people? What is going on, people? For all my old heads that already knew what I was singing at the beginning, we is getting old because that shit came back out in like 1995 or some shit like that. Jesus Christ. I mean, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to remind folks that, but this is Monday, as
Yeah.
you already know. That this is Cooler Talk Mondays with your boy Six Man K Styles, and to the left side over here we have the enemy of the state, the mad scientist, Mad
Oh yeah.
Mike Sports.
Oh
But
yeah.
before we go ahead and get this show kicking off the right way, we got three magical words that we always start the show off with. And what is those three words, Mike?
The
Rock.
I tried to do it like Braun Strowman, but it didn't quite go that way.
Hey man, hey what a rush! But today, but but today's roll call is gonna be sponsored by High Quality H2O.
High quality.
That weather is changing like a mug, y'all. Y'all better stay
Oh
hydrated
yeah.
out here.
It got me sick like a son of a gun.
They ain't
Well,
got me
not
sick.
sick. I just got a little cold. A little cold.
This motherfucker shit got me sweating like a hog
Boy,
outside in the yard somewhere, boy. I'm like,
bruh, like for real. You ain't never lied with that one.
exactly. But let's go ahead and kick this roll call off, boy. But Mike, looks like you got a new member here. New member, Nathan Calloway
Woo, baby.
Jr.
Man,
Pick up the
I
pieces.
uh I did something. I actually, I actually did something. I wrote
I don't know.
the name down, but I forgot where I put it.
While you looking for that, let's
I wrote
continue this
all the
roll
members'
call.
name down. I'll pick it up.
So we're gonna
I don't know
continue
where I
this
put it.
roll
It could
call.
be anywhere.
We're gonna go with YMOF Jamal. We got the professor in the building, Noah Tyndale. We got Joseph Thornton. We got the residential scout. Alex is in the building. Um, yeah, why? If y'all remember who that is,
Why?
we got Floyd Donnelly. We got Aunt Jay. We got the OG in the building. We got Pat Norris, Derek, Jerry Bowie, and Seat Poe Basie, Hucklebuck 71, CK22, Old Chicken Holler, Nathan Floyd, ATL Leo, Michael Walker, the other Michael Walker, Blizz 818, Trauma Locks. But we got hold on, wait a minute. I don't know. Something just happened to my computer. Hold on. We got you can call on Tyrone. Call him. We got Brett Edwards, James Obleton, Melvin Emery. We got a couple more. Workflow, Dre, Dreddy, Terry Mitchell. And I'm gonna do two more. We got Marwin Johnson and Bubba Gump. And hold on, Mike. We got you a 4.99 super sticker. Hey, as you know, definitely appreciate it, man. Oh shit, we got Jew Talk Sports in the
Joe.
building. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love as well. One
Boy,
third
he be
of
going
the heavy
hard on
hitters.
them those spotlights.
Mm,
Hey, let us know if you really enjoy spotlight like we
mm,
been enjoying them because he
yeah,
been killing those spotlights. So if
right.
y'all want him to continue that, that's something
Hmm. Right.
like I think he should. He been
We
killing
got
those things.
we got one third of the heavy hitters joining in with two-thirds of the heavy hitters and 2/20ths of the unholy alliance. So
Oh yeah.
as y'all already know, let's go ahead and get this thing crack-a-lacking today, man. Um, Mike, I know a lot of people probably wondering, like, what the hell is this title we coming up with as far as Drake London and this whole speed conversation? Well, let me give y'all the backstory on this. I sneaked into a space on Twitter here a few days ago, which was talking about speed versus route running.
Yes.
And shout out to my boy Retro Boomin on Twitter, because him, Aunt Jay, and all them. So apparently, in this space, basically what these people were talking about is if a wide receiver doesn't have speed or he's not fast, he's completely worthless.
Right.
I want to ask the people the question: if a wide receiver doesn't have speed, does that make him completely worthless? I won't see some yeses and some nos. I'm gonna get some yeses and nos here because I thought this was like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. I thought it was funny to me. There's a whole bunch of nosy.
They already on it. They already on it.
Right. The only reason why I'm asking this too, because I did a YouTube community tab poll, and from what the poll had told me was out of 55 votes, 95% of y'all said hell no, speed don't matter.
So it didn't come from us. It come from y'all. So they said, "Oh, Mike made y'all. Mike and K-Star made brainwashed y'all to say that." I beg to differ. Y'all motherfuckers don't let the shit we say.
Exactly. Look at the comments. We got no's everywhere. Hey, Mike, you might as well put the thing in there so we gotta let the OG get in on this too.
Okay.
We want to let the OG get on this as well. Let's see. Yeah, Lowski said this ain't no damn trap meet.
I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that one. Wow, that man.
D Slow said, "What are they smoking?"
Oh my god.
Tev said, "Straight lies."
Well, I love y'all for these because wow.
Ernest came back with the $4.99 super chat. He said, "So if he's this slow, why he seems to so get behind the defense if it's game speed or he's just that slow?" Like, brother, tape don't lie, mother. Hey, these oh yeah, Marlon said this ain't Sonic the Hedgehog. But yeah, we want to. ATL Leo said cocaine is a hell of a drug. Now,
woo boy,
the real now the main thing we say about this is the main topic that came up in this space was the fact that people were mad that the Falcons drafted Drake London over all the other receivers, over the Garrett Wilsons and the Chris Olaves of all them. So these were the guys that was kind of like, oh, if my wide receiver doesn't run a 4.29 or a 4.35, he's going to be no good. And I hope they watching this too, because everybody in here is talking about y'all need to be drug testing on the daily or something.
Hey, we ain't said none of this.
We ain't saying shit. Them, okay? So Mike, what is your take on that? What is your take? I ain't gave my response yet, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and kick this off, man.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta do the Doug for you. Like, yo, lay. I need to buy some CDs. I need to buy some gum. I'm on the house and clean the house. I'm thinking the some more
Oh my God.
allowance.
Oh my goodness. Um, First of all, I want to say this. Just get this out of the way before the first thing that they say is so you're saying speed doesn't matter. Uh, Speed does matter. In certain instances, speed indeed matters. The ability to escape the pocket when you have a guy, you know, coming down on you. You got to have that ability to get outside, take that turn, go upfield really quick. Kick returner, you have to have that ability to go straight, that straight line speed. When you have that, you have that alley, you got to be able to go through the hole, get in the hole, as we said, like a Tevin Coleman, Antoine Smith. Calvin Ridley he has straight line speed. A Randy Moss, a guy with another, Randy Moss. Deion Sanders, he had straight line speed. So I'm not going to say that straight line speed or speed doesn't matter. But when it comes down to route running and the art of the receiver, that's literally one of the last things that you focus on as a receiver, because as a quarterback, like, I just want you to just be able to, like, me personally, like when I played, like, bro, I all I wanted you to do is get to a spot. Like, I'm gonna make sure, like, the receiver or the DB is not going to be able to get to the ball. I just need you to be able to get to a cut. If I tell you to run a dig route, all right, I need you to, sail the outside a little bit and then bam, then go in and cut. I can make sure the ball get there. So I just need you to be able to, have that short area quickness to make sure you get that separation. Use your body the proper way, because for me, I like to throw the ball. If if I'm the if I had if I'm the quarterback and I got the receiver, I got a DB on this side. What I'm going to do as a quarterback, I'm gonna put it somewhere, but like in the chest, but low. So that DB, if he comes, he's gonna have to come over his shoulder. He's gonna have to come over the top. So, like, those are the things I like to look at. So speed is not necessarily something that I focus on as a quarterback. So when I'll come down to it, like speed is something that you would like, but it's not necessary.
So basically, what you're saying is speed is more of a luxury than a necessity.
Absolutely, because I play with guys that run as fast as me, and them motherfuckers can't careful for shit, and you can't ask, and they cannot run a damn route. I asked you to run a damn slant, and here you go. What's a slant? I'll play with people who run fast. As like I said, me, I read about a 4.3 or a 4.34, and I played with people who were faster than me, but they didn't know how to run a proper route. So just because you fast and you can get to a point fast doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be looking for the pass. You're going to be open, or that DB can bait you as a speed guy into doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Because the thing about it is, you got to know how to turn on the quick of a dime. You got to know how to
Yeah,
turn on a dime like that, bro. And a lot of
you
times, if you have a 4.3 or 4.9 speed, something like that, and that's all you have, and you don't really have that, okay, I can turn on the quick, or I can hit that hitch real quick and be all one fluid motion. If you can't do that, a corner that runs a 4.6, 4.7 is gonna pick you apart.
Yeah.
So that's necessarily, like you said, speed is a good thing to have. But when it comes to the NFL level, knowing how to play angles is really more important than the speed itself. Why do you think a lot of these speedy ass receivers get caught by motherfucking linebackers and defensive ends?
Honestly, I
Cause they,
love playing with my brother. My brother, like even for he at his age, he was taller and bigger than most people. But I like playing with him because he had that ability to just use his body, and it made bro. I'm telling you right now, as a quarterback, it make it so much easier to know that you got to receive. If you just throw it to a spot, they gonna have to come through his body. You got to go through his body to get to pick the ball out, and chances are it's going to be a penalty. So I love that as a quarterback that you got to go. That's why Tony Gonzalez, wherever he went, no matter the quarterback, the quality of the quarterback, Jason Witten is another one. He was slow as shit. I love that as a quarterback. If I put it in his vicinity, don't matter how low, like his body in itself is everything that I want as a quarterback. So that's my thing, man.
Hey man, so after we get to this comment, Drew said another question is, can you hold on to the ball after you get hit? That's another
that's another thing. I think we know that.
Exactly. And D Coleman here had a $2 super chat, said Mike a 4.3. Now, I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
I actually ran a 4.3.
I think the fastest I ran was
that was actually an untrained 4.3. So if I would have been able to train, because I wasn't running track at the time, and I ran a 4.3, my track coach, Miss Laurie, actually clocked me at a 4.38. Yeah, 4.38.
Damn. The fastest I went was a 4.7. So I can't tell you no damn lie on that.
I ain't that shit now. I can tell you that much.
One of these days I might tape myself doing that shit again just to see where I'm at. I'll probably be around like 5'6" or some shit by now, but I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Probably tripped all over my feet.
Exactly. So everybody, we got a treat for y'all too.
Oh yeah.
We got some folks on here that's going to give their opinions. We got 2 more members of the Unholy Alliance. And for y'all don't know what the Unholy Alliance is, it is AFN, Feli Sports, GSHM, and all the other crazy niggas we know.
You had to throw that one in.
I had to throw that in, bro. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring 2 of our brethren here. We got, you can call on Tyrone. Call him, and the OG himself. OG.
Oh yeah.
Shazam.
Oh yeah. I just want Mike to see my shirt. I just want Mike to see.
Oh Lord, that boy put a LeBron. Is that a LeBron shirt?
Whoa! He did that.
He put that LeBron shirt.
Wow.
It's a Miami LeBron shirt. It's a lion on the beach. Had to pull that shit out.
Wow. I like that. I like that.
Exactly. All right, so
I know Sam enjoyed it. I know Sam loving it right now.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, sir. I kind of wanted to get in on this conversation that we was having about, Sam, speed and receivers.
Right. All right, go ahead, Sam. What's your take on it, man? What you got on
it? You said there was a question raised, about, the impact of, receivers without speed. Well, I'm gonna throw a name out there to you. Some of y'all probably ain't old enough to know. Steve Largent. held the receiving record for over 2 decades. Receiving yards. Yeah, Steve Largent. Yeah. Yeah. See, before that, before what his name is? What's the white boy? That played receiver for Tom over there in New
Wes Welker. Wes
Oh, he
Welker.
talking about Wes
Welker.
Welker.
Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman and the other one. Before them guys, that was the Steve Largent.
Yeah.
Through the 70s and most of the 80s, held the NFL receiving record. So don't talk to me about speed. I'm gonna give you another name that might be, for me, to some of y'all, it's a little bit closer. Hines Ward was slower than a
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy right there. But that motherfucker would hit you with a smile, bro. I'm like, damn.
we talking about speed. We talking about speed.
Oh, nah, he wasn't fast at all.
No.
Hines Ward was slower than a turtle with a brick on his back. So don't talk to me about what
Steve Largent actually ran. Steve Largent ran a 4.7.
Look.
I think for me, like you were talking about, Mike, that how you say people that was fast and couldn't catch the ball and couldn't run routes. Bruh. Those are DBs. Those are what DBs turned into. Those were the DBs in high school. You couldn't catch the ball. You couldn't run routes. They put you on the defensive side.
I'm gonna make one more quick point about Steve Largent. He played in the era now of them cats that played corner for the Steelers, the Raiders, the Chargers. Steve Largent played in that era now and held on to the league receiving record for 2 decades. That sink in. For some of y'all that don't know, go goggle it. Goggle it, Google it, Google it. That's it.
What are you talking about, goggle?
And if y'all don't know what era he's talking about, that was the era where basically defensive backs could literally DDT your ass on the field. So yeah,
bruh.
He's not lying.
Steve Largent was not a big man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was not a big man. He played for the Seattle Seahawks. Late 70s through the 80s. Late 80s. I think he retired. I think in 90. I believe. I think I might be wrong right there in that gap. But the man, look, there was 2 decades before anybody touched their receiving record, and that was including the great Jerry Rice.
Mm-hmm.
So this noise what speed has to be an impact, man. Shut up.
Yeah. I think for a lot of people, we see Tyreek and you see like DK and you see these guys that were super, super fast and think like, oh, okay, well, they can do the necessary route. Like fast guys can do, every fast guy can do that. There's some fast guys out here that can't run a route if they tried. I said something. There's a certain way your body has to move that where if you going too fast, you might hurt yourself. We've seen people go on routes and take the wrong cut or take the wrong turn and they blow their knee out or they'll blow their calf out. So you wanna talk about we want speed. Some of these guys and we can't have no speed wide receiver and you got a rookie quarterback sitting there and you got Mariota who's not the most accurate. And he had some speed receivers at Oregon, but they were still running routes. They were still running slants. They were still running post routes. The only time they really ran nines is if it was a deep shot. They ran a lot of RPO at Oregon. Y'all know that because everybody knows Marcus Mariota. Y'all if you watch college football from what was it, 15 to 2018, 2017, I can't remember the year he won the Heisman. Was it 2017, 2018?
Who, Mariota?
Yeah,
I think it was 15. I think he won at
15.
15. Yeah, he
15,
won
yeah.
15.
15, because he got
Yeah,
drafted, what, 16 or
15.
15?
15.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you watch college, actually go back. If you watch from 2013 to
Mm-hmm.
2015, you know what Marcus Mariota is. And you know what he could be if he's healthy. Because we watched that Oregon tape. If you want to go back and watch it, you can go watch it. He was an elite level quarterback. There's a reason why he won a Heisman. It wasn't just because he ran the football. He has an arm. But you have to realize he's not the same. He's not going to need speed. He needs people that's going to go get the ball. If the thing that safety valve that you have with a 6'5", 6'6", and 6'4", 6'3", all of these tall receivers, you can mess up a throw, and their catch radius, they probably gonna go up and get it, or at least if it's a slant, they gonna remember it. You remember Kyle Pitts with that play versus Tampa when he reached back and caught it and still took it for almost 20, 30 yards. Like,
bro.
it's about catch
Let me
radius.
say this real quick. And again, I keep talking about my little brother, but I swear to God, this dude had 8 touchdowns in one game. Why? Because he was 6'2", 6'3",
Yeah.
13 years
Yeah.
old. They
Yup.
had to literally call the game. They like it was, yeah. They had to call the game because he had like 8 touchdowns in one game. Bro, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. So quarterbacks love those big targets. Why? The margin for error. That's what a quarterback. You don't have to be fine. You don't have to be perfect.
Can I point out a little fundamental?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the and yeah,
Your
we're gonna
boy
go to
Marcus Mariota, he gained a little weight, during his
Yeah.
injury rehab and recovery. Okay, go look at what I'm saying, his body from now as opposed to when he got hurt in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot thicker. He got a lot more muscle mass now
Uh-huh.
than
yeah.
Now,
before.
with,
Right.
with 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 that being said, he has great familiarity with Oxford
Right.
playbook and his play calling. Okay, a lot of people have been making all the hoopla and blah blah. You know what I'm saying about Ricky Minicamp. Listen, people, stop. The situation is set up, and now, unless Arthur is on some hyperbolic steroids, I don't see Ritter under no circumstances other than having an out of body experience being the starter in week 1.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna start. I don't think he really gets playing time. And I think my thing is if we're gonna count playing time and minutes and how people are gonna do it this year, if they do play both of them, a certain amount of times, you
He's gonna
can't
score
get deep
40 in
into it.
the preseason.
You can't be deep into it. I feel like people are gonna go deep into the numbers. Like, you just can't be deep into it. What are you laughing at, K Stop?
Somebody done put a
Oh, you
weird ass
the
comment
fuck
in
is
here
that?
to
The hell?
make me laugh.
Lexus instead. Why? Why is that even okay? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's what I was looking like. Hell no. But go ahead.
I think that people expecting Ritter to just come in and try to take that spot. Mariota's not gonna go away. He's just not gonna lay down. Like, I don't think he's gonna just lay down. You can't just tell a grown man that
Man.
wants to play football and he
Right.
wants to be a starter again to just lay down because it's a rookie coming in. That's just not gonna happen. Nine times out of 10, that's not gonna happen unless they feel like their career is over. And Mariota don't feel like his career is over. So It's
He's
gonna be a
only
battle no matter
28.
what.
Right.
He's only 28. It's not like he's 32 or 33. He's 28 years old.
Yeah.
28.
Right.
People keep talking about this man like in a past tense. All right, look.
Right. All right. So this is gonna be the second part. This is gonna be the second question on it. Um, and this I want to get everybody's opinion on this. Is for those in the back that might not understand this, because from this same space that I said I saw from,
Mhm.
they said Drake London was like the sixth best wide receiver in this draft because of that lack of speed, as he quote unquote has. But we now there, now there.
Wow.
Now, really, when we came down to the nitty gritty, it was just a simple fact that he was mad the Falcons didn't take Garrett Wilson. That's really what it came down to more than anything.
That
But
is.
let me ask y'all this. Out of y'all personal feelings, how do you feel about Drake London right now as the Falcon #1 receiver?
Well, let me say this. Let me say this before I even get to that. So, who cares if he's the sixth best wide receiver? So, who the hell cares? He fits our offense. I don't give a shit.
I have Wi-Fi issues. What was the question?
Hush yourself. I gotta say this real quick.
I
I
didn't
don't
hear
give
the
a damn
question.
if he out here running 4-2s. We got 4-5 receivers running 4-2s. Can them motherfuckers go over the middle field? Can you block? Can you be physical when I need you? Can you play on the outside of a tight end to the crap back? Like, these are the things we talking about. I don't give a damn if he wants to. He fits this game perfectly. That's what we need to be talking about. All these people running word about he can run this route. What did Calvin really look inside this offense? Everybody, let's be real about that. He looked like shit. Let's be honest.
He looked scared. I'll be honest.
He looked scared as hell. Why? Because he didn't fit this offense. So I don't give a damn if Drake London was the sixth best receiver in this draft. He is the best for this offense. That's how Kyle Shanahan looks at things. Kyle Shanahan looks at things the same exact way. He don't give a damn if you this player. Can you fit in his offense properly? That's why he keep getting all these damn running backs we never damn heard of before.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So you said that he's a better fit in this offense than that wide receiver in Tennessee that almost quit after the first practice? So about Traylon Burke, boy. I like
that boy was sitting over on the sideline like somebody getting him over in jail.
Like I said, all them white girls done zapped all his energy after that draft party, boy. I'm telling you, that's why he ran.
Wow, you really went there. You're a little bit low, TJ.
If people are so concerned about speed, evidently, I mean, they're not really thinking it through before they hit sin. I mean, because you look at Auden Tate's speed, all right. You look at Brian Edwards' speed. You look at Darby's speed. They're all the same. They're all the same.
Right.
And like I said, I mean, we got a starting 5 and 2 6-man in the receiver room, and I'm not even getting into the tight end room aspect of it, because I still say the X factor of all of this is going to be the kid that we drafted from the tight end from Georgia,
John Fitzpatrick.
I'm trying to man look. K Styles, tell him about Fitzpatrick, man. Tell him about Fitzpatrick.
Well, If well, I know most of these guys, most of y'all are Georgia fans, so I really ain't got to tell you much. But I'm telling you from a guy outside looking in. Let's just say he's the perfect tight end too for this system. You don't need him to be out here running wheel routes. That's not what he needs to be doing. He can block. The one
Yes.
thing you the one thing you want him to do is play that Jason Witten role, which is sit your big ass right there 5 yards in the middle of that zone and catch the ball for 6 or 7 yards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Move
what
it.
the,
Got to
and,
move them sticks.
and the one thing the one person that it would help the most would be Kyle Pitts. And I did a video on this, but if John Fitzpatrick, and like I said, and it's one key thing to say that Desmond Ritter, Drake London, and John Fitzpatrick are all roommates for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I think about
Mm-hmm.
Patrick that people don't know a lot about is
Hold on,
that.
hey, TJ, your mic is low, man.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Okay.
One thing I say about Fitzpatrick is that if he stretched the field vertically, like if you put him on a seam route off the O line, he gonna catch it and he gonna catch it with his body. He gonna go up and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing why he's 6'7", bro. You gotta
Six,
think.
seven, 250.
Like you gotta think. You got Pitts is 6'6", he's 6'7", and they asked him who his role models were, and the first name he said was Lee Smith. The
Come on,
first
bro.
name he said
Come on,
was Lee
bro. Come
Smith.
on, man. Come on. That's it.
He's literally he knows his role. Like he understands. He says, I'm a pass. He said, I'm a run blocker. I can block the run. He said, but I
I'm
can
like,
still
whoo.
stretch the field.
Bro, that make me feel so good.
We're not a team that's gonna play vertical. We're not gonna play this air raid type of offense where we're gonna be throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. We're gonna be running the ball 30, 40 times a game. It really might be more balanced than anything. But I feel like it's going to be a lot more running. So when you do have those pass plays or you do have those running plays, you want a tight end that's going to be able to, if we go on a stretch, he's going to be able to
Right.
get upfield. He's going to be able to
Mm-hmm.
chop the D in and get to the linebacker and then get to the safety. Like he has to go through his levels. And I think people don't understand that's what he does. When you come from Georgia as a tight end, the one thing you know how to do is block. And if you remember Isaac Nada was a great wide receiver. He was a
Ooh,
great
yeah.
receiver. But when Isaac Nada wanted to block somebody, he was gonna kill him. He was gonna blow you up. So the only person on Georgia's team last year, and I can't even say that because even even McCockney, he still like to block folks, and he's not that big. So you're getting you got a tree of tight ends that like to block. Georgia has a tight end tree that likes to block, and we run the ball 9 times out of 10. So you're not expecting passing when and if you do expect to pass as a tight end, you probably not gonna catch it unless you Darnell. You know you really ain't gonna get the ball because we got guys on the outside that are, as people like to say, fast. So you gotta realize
Here's
that
the funny
he
thing that I think
realizes that.
people have also overlooked too. So that gives Arthur Smith, what I'm saying, him and Cordell with all the gadget play, the end arounds, the fake tight end screens to the toss sweep. Uh, he has two of those toys back there to play with now.
Okay. So hold on, I got another question to ask for y'all. And everybody know I'm the question man at times here too. So I got a very interesting question here. So do you feel like is it really that he was quote unquote a bad pick because he's a bad receiver, or is it the fact that they know with him you're not going to get the excitement at the position that most people down here in Atlanta want?
Can I answer first?
Go ahead, man.
It's the excitement. That's all it is. Because it's at a point of if you watch Drake London tape, this man runs jet sweeps as a wide receiver. He runs he's fast. He's not slow. I don't know where people are getting this thing that he's slow because he's a possession receiver. If you were gonna talk about there's not a lot of slow possession receivers in this league anymore. If y'all want to talk about DK, he didn't run a 40. So we really don't know how fast Drake London is. He literally just came out of an ankle injury, but he looks healthy. Like he looked good in practice. He was running routes. He didn't look slow. He's fast. When he gets to mini camp, and we gotta have those guys, he's gonna go versus AJ every day. He's gonna go versus Cam Hayward. He's gonna go versus linebackers. He's gonna go versus Debo, and Debo gonna put his hands on him. So he's a strong guy. So I feel like people are more. You think he's strong? No, he's fast too. So it's more of we didn't go get Garrett Wilson or we didn't go get Jameson Williams, and those are supposed to be the fast wide receivers in this draft, and they supposed to stretch the field. We went and got a guy. Would you rather watch somebody burn somebody or somebody jump on top of somebody's head and catch the ball? I'd rather watch somebody jump on top of somebody's head and catch the ball.
Donkey Kong, that
That's how I see
motherfucker.
it.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
like
Donkey
I want to see Calvin Johnson. Like I want to see that in my own city.
He had
Go ahead.
3 words for Drake London. He had 3 words for Drake London. Big, fast, smart. So where did this notion, if we're talking about a quarterback who actually sees him, not what the hell y'all see in a combine, so he knows what speed looks like, okay? Especially a quarterback.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Sam. I'll let you. I just don't get it, bro.
I know a lot of there may be maybe 3% of this audience that know this guy. You know, if you grew up watching the 70s Steelers, when you think about the Steelers offense, first thing you think about Franco Harris, Lynn Swan.
That was the biggest, slowest offense outside of Lynn Swan I ever seen in my life, bro.
But remember that guy that played on the other side from Lynn Swan?
Yeah.
John Stallworth.
Stallworth, yeah.
That's who Drake London remind me of. Now I know I'm getting a little bit too old school for a lot of you know, millennials, you know what I'm saying? But John Stallworth was one of the better number 2 receivers that probably could have been a number 1 on a lot of teams through the 70s and 80s. And Drake London reminds me of John Stallworth. And, you know, go Google it. Don't Google it.
This motherfucker never used goggle, but the day he used a goggle for whatever reason, he never does this.
Hey, he creating a viral moment. He said goggle, boy. We got to do internet phrase.
I'm just saying. I mean, right. You know, people. We try to give you instances of good football play. John Stallworth is one of the better receivers in this game that is not talked about, and he played in the golden tough era of this league that a lot of you don't know about. And this kid, Drake London, reminds me of that man.
Smooth, man.
And I don't throw, you know, Hall of Famer names around a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? But Drake London reminds me of Stallworth. His catchphrase and his break, man, stop playing. And if Tate is anything of a receiver as of a physical specimen that he is, healthy. Okay. All right. I'm a big picture kind of guy. I'm just saying.
Okay. So what pretty much everybody's saying here is that sixth wide receiver, the wide receiver thing is a whole bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Bunch of horse. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, John Stallworth.
Let me say this real quick before you go. I actually did a little bit of research, and I'm questioning whether or not to put it in the video, but we actually did a homework as far as their 40 times is concerned. Each team that I looked up, we're talking about the team that have the most that we would consider the top wide receiver core. Most of those guys fit in between a 4.4 to a 4.6. All those top receivers. We're talking about all of the top receivers from Hopkins, from Cooper Kupp. Most of those guys fit within that range, from about a 4.4 to maybe a mid 4.4, where it's like 4.5, and about a 4.6. Almost every wide receiver fits in the 4.4 to 4.6 range, and you have teams, the out there teams like the Chiefs, for example. Most of their team, then all their receivers, run over a 4.4, or run under a 4.4. Like they literally like the only team in the NFL that runs that fast. Right. They have multiple receivers. We talk about like 2 or 3 plus. Yeah, they got like 3+ receivers that run over a run under a 4.3 on that squad, and the Chiefs are literally the only team that has that.
Okay, so in the reverse of what we're talking about, can y'all name some wide receivers that ran these 40s that everybody fell in love with so much, but weren't worth a damn? I know we got quite a few of them. I'm gonna kick the list off with Troy Williamson. Troy Williamson. We starting the list off with that.
I wanna start with a Washington great, John Ross. Just throw his name out there. Just want to throw his name out there. We can throw in the Florida guy. I'll throw in the Florida guy. Kadarius Toney. I can keep going. We can keep going about people that got cut. We can keep going about these 4-3 guys.
Look, I want everybody watching. Name me some of your top flight 40 guys that everybody fall in love with, and ain't worth shit at the position in itself.
Ross is the main one.
I see Darius Hayward-Bay. I see Corey Coleman.
Wow. Ooh.
Don't disrespect Kelly Winslow like that. That dude's a tight end.
I see Tavon Austin. They put him in there.
I wouldn't say Tavon, though. I wouldn't say Tavon Austin. Rashad Perriman.
Perriman. Say Charles Rogers.
Taylor Gabriel. No, Taylor Gabriel had his best season with the Falcons, though. Mm-hmm. So, who else? These fast. I'm trying to think of
him as a number, like a top. We're talking about top receivers in the league. Like, not just a lot of these guys are not like
we talk about first round guys.
Right. Yeah, we're talking about top guys.
Ted Ginn Jr. Juice said Ted Ginn Jr.
What? I don't think he was fast though. But what was the other Kelvin Benjamin? He was just fat. So I don't think
he was fat.
He was a fat fuck. Let's just be honest. Yeah. He was a fat fuck. That's
he was. He was. Yeah, I think. I can't think of anybody else. I'm trying to think of like
Ashley Laley was another one. Yeah. Javon Walker, that's another one. People throw in David Boston in there. Percy Harvin, I kind of that's Percy Harvin. That's kind of like one of those like I can see where you're going. Yeah,
Henry
somebody threw
Ruggs.
in Henry Ruggs.
I mean, I can't really
I
say
wouldn't say
because
Ruggs.
I was say
he
Ruggs was just a dumbass. He was a
yeah,
dumbass.
he
He
just
should have been
Yeah.
better.
Ron Williams ain't damn fast. That slow son of a bitch. Ron Williams slow as hell, man.
Georgia Tech didn't really have that many receivers that was that fast outside of Calvin Johnson, so I can't really say that.
Oh, Ridley's brother. Ridley's brother. I
Oh,
forgot
Riley
about
Ridley.
Ridley's brother.
Riley
I
Ridley.
forgot about Riley. Yeah, I forgot about Riley. As soon as you
J-
said Georgia Tech, I thought about Riley. Yeah, Riley. Riley will
gosh.
smash speedy ass and piss me off. Should have stayed. We would have won a national. I feel like we could have won a national championship with this nigga. He just left. That shit so annoying. He just listening to idiots because it was no reason for him to go to the draft that year. That's so annoying. Every time I think about it.
Right. Nobody threw in Jalen Rager as another one.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, this is what we talking about. Is what it comes down to is a lot of people fall in love with the flash more so than the spunk, and the spunk is usually the little things, like you said. You can have speed as a wide receiver, but short area quickness. This is why I always say, for me, the 40 time really doesn't matter to me. If you're gonna put a lot of stock into a drill at the combine, it will be the cone shuttle.
Yeah.
Because if you actually pay attention to football and skill positions, you ain't running 9 routes 15, 20 times a game. Ain't no way in hell you running that.
And that's the thing. Those that you're in the course of a game, you may have 4 passes for each team where you're going, and this is just my calculations, 30 plus yards. Quarterbacks in the NFL don't typically throw that many passes unless you Russell Wilson. Like Russell Wilson, like he made a lot of his stuff is because he's scrambling. So like those aren't designed plays. Those guys end up breaking. So like they took a lot of deep shots, but they weren't actual design plays. Like like most NFL offensive coordinators don't design those deep shots like that.
Right.
So like you're not going to get receivers to do that on a consistent basis. Like the only team that you can say that did that is the Greatest Show on Turf. Like that's really it. They design those routes. Like even then, like they design most of their routes to be dig routes, and they just turn to big plays.
Yak yardage.
Yep.
You got one of the best yak yardage. You got one of the best yak yardage receivers in this draft. So hey, be happy.
I think people are scared about it though. I don't understand why. I don't know why people are scared about that, but it don't make sense to me.
Right. And Dre True Statement here said the 10-yard split. Yeah, the 10-yard split is very important too. How quick is your get off? The cone shuttle is basically how quick can you turn and accelerate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what most wide receivers are going to be doing. That's if you look at most of their route. For those that might not know, 90% of the routes you doing some type of turning or some type of cutting.
Yeah.
Only one route. Oh well. Now even the
right.
bubble
Even
screen
that
you doing
post,
something.
Yeah, the post still is
No.
You got to be able
Yeah,
to
you still cutting. Outside of that go route and maybe even the bubble screen, you still gotta have some type of burst, and so you gotta still have some type of short area quickness because you gotta damn turn that bitch up as quick as you can.
Yeah.
But outside of the go route, what is the 40 time really something that's is being fast?
kick and punt return.
I've never understood the hype behind the 40, and my reason why is because I'm an old lineman. Why the fuck are we running the 40? I really want to know why in the blue fuck do they make linemen run 40s? Because you think about it, I'm 300 pounds. What is me running a 4.6 gonna
Right.
do for your offense? Unless you got me running screens all game and I gotta keep getting to the second level, it
Yeah.
makes no sense for them to make 40s. Like for them to run 40s. Like if you gonna do something, you do the cone drill because as a lineman you need to do the cone drill. That's a training thing, especially because we have to guard from every angle. So you have to make sure people can cut and move a certain way because you got to guard from every angle.
Right.
But the 40 has never really been an important. It's more of what the 40 was for me growing up was more of an excitement thing. Like I wanted to watch everybody's 40s because I wanted to see how fast you were. That's all it was. Was like whoever's the fastest, I want to see. Like that was all it was. Especially me growing up as a kid watching the combine because I was like, this is the only thing I want to watch. Because you weren't paying the other any intangibles when you were having. That was what do they show at the combine? They show the 40. They show the catching drills, and that's about it. And they show you the positional drills. That's it. They show you the entertainment parts. They not showing you the broad jump. They ain't showing you the vertical leap. They might show you the bench press. If it's a certain player, they might show you if he break the record or something. But they're showing you the fast, exciting stuff, and that's kind of what people get stuck on. Like if you're a fan, you see Garrett Wilson run like a 4.3, you like, dang, I want him on my team. But you don't know like that doesn't really mean anything. Like that, like I think Millie Milson was the 10-yard split. That's what you got to look at. That 10-yard split is where you only got a yard, an inch, couple of inches between you and the next person. I need to see how fast you can get 10 yards down the field and how fast you can move your body in that 3-cone drill.
And so we got about a few more minutes. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk about the newest Falcon wide receiver, Geronimo Allison. I know we kind of waited to the end to do it, but we had to get that topic out the way because that was something we definitely was ready to talk about. But Falcons add another wide receiver to the wide receiver room. For a lot of folks that don't know, let me set it. Let me set it up for you, Mike. So he played with Detroit last year. Geronimo Allison is pretty much known for his stint at Green Bay. He was the tall, fast receiver who had sometimes hands.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and start with Mike on this one. So what do you think about this signing right here?
Well, I had a conversation with a content creator on Twitter. Well, not so much a conversation, but he had a list of players that he thought would be on the Atlanta Falcons, and two of them were complete opposite of what the Falcons have been looking for. And both of those guys ironically ran about a 4.344. Bird ran like a 4.2. Zacchaeus ran about a 4.3 to about a 4.4. So he's a pretty fast guy himself. But those guys didn't fit anything.
Oh,
Well, what Arthur's been doing.
Question: what were these receivers' names? I'm itching to find out what was these receivers' names so I can find out.
The receiver.
I'll pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'll pull it up. I got it.
And like the reason why I'm saying that and highlighting that is because again we're talking about guys that didn't fit what Arthur and Terry has been going after. We're talking about since December when the season ended for the Atlanta Falcons. They immediately went after guys. I forget the tall receiver from
Arden
Canada. Went they got him from Canada. They brought him in almost immediately. And
Yep.
like I said, they've been going after these big time receivers. For so to have a guy like Geronimo Allison, for me, it just shows me they know what they want, and that's I love that because now you got these bigger receivers that's gonna come in, and they're gonna be in free agency in the draft, so they go to get their body used to a certain style, and they know if I go to Atlanta, I know I got a place in Atlanta because they got this is the style of offense that they run. Go ahead.
So his list of receivers was Drake London, I can't say it's for Bird, Edwards, Zacchaeus, and Hodge. He said he thinks Tate, Allison, and Darby and the rest are competing to be wide receiver six that is inactive every week. And so somebody, and this is the response, somebody said Tate over Ozzy and Hodge. And he said, sure, but Tate doesn't play special teams. Only three wide receivers really play on offense because Art loves tight ends. So he can't crack the top three. Those were his words. That because we only play three wide receivers because Arthur loves tight ends, that our four and our five will be special team players, and they won't be actual receivers because Arthur Smith loves tight ends. Those were his words.
And ironically, Cordero Hodge is 6'2", and he runs about a 4.3, I believe, about a 4.3. So he's a fast guy. So, like I said, you pick out all the fast guys and put them on the team, but the guys that Arthur's going after are guys much like Drake London.
Yeah,
All
I
it takes.
think I want to go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
Okay,
hello.
yeah, Peter Warwick. I don't.
Official gamble month with the $2 super chat said Peter Ward. Yeah, Peter Ward couldn't outrun shit. He just had good.
I think Millie Mills asked a good question. He said Tate, London, Bird, Edwards, Allison, Zucchini. He said where did CP fit now? So where I think Cordell is for us, Cordell is going to be listed as probably a wide receiver slash one. I don't know where they're going to put him because it's roster spot wise, he kind of fits everything. So I feel like he's just the Swiss Army knife now. Like we can just put him at whatever we want to play him at that week,
Yeah.
and then put him at the opposite spot. Really and truly, like he's kind of just a flex piece. Which at his career, like I was saying, I was talking to guys earlier. At his career, that's good for him. At this point in his career, he wants to retire. He wants to retire in Atlanta. Let him play every position he wants to play on offense at this point, because he's showing you he can do it. He's showing you he can do what he has to do when he's out there on the field, no matter what the position.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still think where I think that Cordell is gonna be. He's still gonna be. He probably gonna be the slot. He like you said, he gonna be somewhere. Goddamn, they might have
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna be somewhere.
They might have him listed at defensive lineman, and he's gonna be on offense. They gonna find a spot for him.
I
Go,
said
go.
that early. Early. I say that early. Cordell and the old boy that we signed from the Rams are gonna be Arthur's two new gadget toys because of what we signed at receiver. I think we're gonna carry six. We're gonna carry six.
I mean, you're going to be able, like this offense is going to be an offense where you're going to need big bodies because the routes that he calls the plays that he calls, it's going to put a toll. It's going to take a toll on their body. He's not going to
Yep.
ask Alden Tate to get out of bounds like he's going to tell London and Pitts. Like those guys, the Alden Tate, the Haas, like all those other guys, you better be putting your body on the line because you ain't going to be here. So you need more bodies behind those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, what makes you guarantee they might not list one of these wide receivers as a tight end as well?
Yeah. We might just end up with three of them, and we don't know. We just don't know, really and truly. We might just put Tate 6'6" ass and put him at tight end. Just cause.
Right.
Just
Right.
to put 6'5", he's 6'5", but I'm gonna say he's 6'6". Fuck it, we just put him out there. Cause and the point of it is, we have to know this team. We got 53 spots with a whole lot of talent, with a whole lot of rookies coming in and they're hungry, with a whole bunch of vets we're gonna see probably get signed and moved around in the next. You not moved around, but we'll see him get signed and maybe cut in the next couple of weeks before training camp.
Mhm.
You're gonna get the training camp. We're gonna get the mini camp, and then we're gonna get the training camp. And at that point, it's go time for Arthur. Arthur's on go at by training camp because he done got what he wanted.
I mean,
If him
it's
and Terry have sat down and had a conversation, training camp, they are ready to go. They are going to be ready to go.
I think it's just fucking foolish to sit up here and tell to write a list down of the players that he thinks is gonna be a Falcon. Oh fucking, we ain't played a fucking preseason game. You have been talking about what Arthur is thinking. Why would he like? Why would you make a list of? All right, this is going to be the starting running back. This is going to be start receivers. This is going to be the tight ends, and we have no clue. Right now, Ferguson may not even be tight end number 2. Guess what?
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick might be the guy.
Yeah.
It's possible. These
It's
guys got to
all
work for that spot.
it's all competition.
Shoot,
It's the
AK
reason
still
why
got to fight. AK still got to fight Ogundeji.
yes,
I think people keep them not believing that, but AK still got to fight. He
he got to
a
fight
second
for
round
it.
pick. He's still gonna have to fight for playing time.
Yes,
Mhm.
You got Lorenzo Carter, you got Ogundeji, you went and got DN, like
Malone,
you got Malone, like bro, these guys.
he got to
And so
fight, bro.
if that's our 4 DNs, if we're gonna say those are our real true 4 DNs, they gonna have to fight for who gonna play out of them 4.
Right.
And every week it's a competition. And who I feel like if he see you going off in practice or he see you do good in the game before, you gonna get that start role. And that what I feel like they're gonna have to learn that, to take it on their chin and realize that, that's how this team gonna run. Like it's going to be run by the talent and competition. It's not a give me a spot type of team anymore. It's not that team. It's when you come here, you better earn your spot. Because Casey Hayward is our cornerback number 2, but you got to think we still went out and got more corners, and we still got like 6 corners
Oh
on
yeah,
this roster.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Isaiah, Hayward, and AJ, you can pencil them in.
yeah,
Right.
You can pencil them 3 in.
Right. So let's go ahead and kind of wind it down for the night, man. I think this conversation was very, very forthcoming. I think we got a lot that we wanted to talk out the way here. So I know everybody want to get their final words in before we go ahead and deuce it out, which I got for the people.
uh, who want to go first?
Um,
Go ahead, Tyrone. Go ahead. You
I'll go.
start it off.
There's Sam. Yeah, I'll go. So for me, y'all know I'm doing dream stuff all summer. It's along with Falcons. The Brave Show, chopping it up. We'll be back sometime this summer. We waiting on people to finish finals and finish school, so they will be back. We we're at Fila over on Fila, man. Dream stuff. I'm putting it on Mike's channel. I'm about to start having exclusive streams, y'all. I know y'all gonna hate me, but I'm finna do this. I'm gonna be doing game streams. I'll probably be doing them watching the game lives over on Fila. So if you're a Dream fan and you want to watch the game with me and hear my analysis and hear me scream and be hyped about Ron Howard being the MVP of the league the whole game, just go over to Fila. It'll probably start. I'll probably start around next week. It'll probably be it might be the Mystics game, which is Tuesday, or it'll be the game right after the Mystics where I'll do my first one. So make sure you subscribe to Fila. Um, so we can definitely have I can talk to y'all while we talk about the Dream. Baseball, of course. Baseball is baseball. When Ben comes back, if y'all should know who Ben is if you watched us last year. Ben will be back hopefully this time around. Just coming later this month, he'll be back. He's still in school, so he's going through all of that now. What else? Fantasy football. It is not going to be a paid league, but I'm doing a fantasy football league for FILA. And if we need to do more leagues, if it gets filled real quick because of y'all and y'all want to be involved, I will have other commissioners. I will find people that want to be commissioners. So follow me on Twitter at ColonTaroATL and follow FILA at FILA_SP on Twitter. And I will enter. If you want to be in it, make sure I'll put a post out right after the show. And if I put a league out and you don't get into it, put in the comments you didn't get in, and I'll make another league. But I need commissioners. I need people that want to be involved. It has to be active. It can't be a dead league. You gotta have me. You gotta do league meetings and stuff like not league meetings, but you draft. You do your draft. You gotta have a draft group to get together. So it has to be active. We have Discord. We got stuff for y'all to use. For y'all don't have to give each other your numbers where y'all can go talk without us being on the screen. So I want to just of course you will, Noah. Noah, of course the professor's gonna be a commissioner. So we'll definitely be doing a lot more this summer. We're getting ready. I'm getting hyped. Hopefully I'll be at a training camp at Flowery Branch this year. Hopefully I'll get to a dream game this summer. Hopefully I get to a couple of stuff. So we'll have some experiences I'll record while I'm out there, and I'll put them on Feeder. I might put them on my personal page. So if you want to follow what I'm doing, just follow me on Twitter.
All right, go ahead, Sam. Man, go ahead. Tell me what you're talking about. Go.
I didn't have a chance to get back to it, but you know what I'm saying, K-Style, what you should get used to saying about this clique, the conglomerate.
The
And Mike, you know,
conglomerate.
I've been saying that for a while. I've been saying that for a long time. This is a conglomerate. There are levels to this team. Um, my closing thought. We don't need and we shouldn't have a quarterback controversy. Um, by all rights and common sense, we're set up for how Andy Reid did it with Patrick Mahomes. We're really set up for that. We're set up for Desmond Ritter to hold the clipboard for this season. I'm enthused, intrigued, and anxious at this point. Because we're going to have a chance to see Pease and Arthur actually really get into their bag. I think that we're going to carry 3 tight ends. We're going to carry 6 receivers. And this is a make or break season for Quadra Allison.
Bingo.
Well,
And that is the reality of this franchise at a particular moment. Um, we're not in a bad situation, honestly. We're not. We're not. Real football fans who are not sitting around looking for something to bitch about, be pessimistic, and just complain. You know, we see that. You, radio hosts, um, so-called content creators, stop pushing fake surface narratives. Get out your feelings. Life for this franchise has moved on. Your sounding board is gone. What is happening in front of you is that Arthur, Dean, and Terry have constructed.
Wait a minute.
oh, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Let me say this real quick. Let me,
They've constructed a foundation. And if you spend most of your time being pessimistic and looking for things to complain about, you're going to miss exactly what's going on right here. And what's going on right here is you're seeing the better parts of the construction of a team being built the right way. And I'm loving it. Old school at its finest.
yeah. Well, I gotta say something real quick. This is the complete opposite of what we stand for. This right here, this Jonathan Tucker guy. I don't know if you subscribe. I appreciate it if you are, but this is not what we do. Oh, we serious about every aspect of this thing. Down the special teams, the coaching moves, the way guys hold the ball properly, the footwork. We're looking at every aspect. So if this is not what you like in football, then this is not the channel for you, my bro. We're the complete opposite of that. So we take every aspect, including fantasy football, seriously. Why? Because we real fans over here. So this is what we do.
I think. Hey, look, I think he just hopped on, so I think that's why he said that. He just hopped on.
He had to.
He hopped on at the he hopped on right around the end of the show. He hopped on at the end of the show.
At the end of the show? How? Hey, like I said.
Can I make a quick point? To sir not knowing. All right.
Sam, don't cuss about like damn. Okay?
I'm being real diplomatic right now. When you look at K Styles, when you look at a Mad Mike, when you look at the Juice Sports, you know what I'm saying? When you look at the conglomerate and when you come in here to these, settings and conversations, you have to understand it is not a romper room. We did in facts, not spoilers. We did in facts. We did in truth. Now, sir,
yeah, like I said, that's
now, sir.
Cut?
When we introduce you and we try to help you understand and try to teach you and things that you may not know outside of sitting in front of your television or maybe pulling up a YouTube highlight. See, we do research over here. And I can say that because I'm a student. These gentlemen that run this show, have taught me a whole lot in the last six months to close to a year about doing research, doing film study. See, that's what a lot of y'all miss. Don't get it twisted. The notoriety is needed, but the basis of what's going on right here is to change the conversation, to teach you
Yeah.
what you're looking at, the game within the game, within the game, within the game, within inside that game, within the game, all the way upstairs into the coaching booth. That game.
We look at every aspect of it. So that's
Right.
that's what we do here, man. And like I said,
And I
that's
call
not
myself a fan, and I've learned that over the last 6 months to a year.
we get down to every little small detail, the small intricate details of the game. That's what we do. So at the end of the day, K Styles, you gotta take so you can close us out.
Okay, so we appreciate everybody tuning in with us as usual on this Monday night. Hopefully, y'all got something out of it. Definitely, we learned a lot from y'all as well. So y'all go ahead, continue to support not only Six Man K Styles, not only Mad Mike Sports, but OG Sam. Go ahead and give him a subscribe over there. Listen to the OG speak the wisdom from a football perspective and a life perspective. And also make sure y'all go over there and follow Feline Sports Podcast with your boy Tyrone over there.
Hey, I got something special Wednesday, hopefully. So y'all most definitely
Okay.
come over to Fever. Um,
Okay.
I know y'all was talking about my college football stuff. I got something coming for that too. I got I got another channel coming out, y'all. So
I'm gonna try
when
to
that
get on that college sports thing, man.
I know I'm gonna get y'all gotta get OG Sam on one to call on Tyrone shows, but I'm going to definitely get I got another channel coming out, so you guys make sure you kind of follow me. Like I said, follow me on Twitter, follow me all around. It's not going to be Atlanta based, so if you're not, it's not going to be about Georgia. It's not going to be about any Power Five conference football. It's going to be an HBCU football channel. So make sure
Hey,
y'all make sure y'all subscribe, and when I put it out, make sure y'all subscribe and keep up with it. Because a lot of y'all were telling me last year I didn't talk about enough about HBCU football. So now I got a whole channel dedicated to it. So now what you gonna say?
right.
Yeah. All right. So then I appreciate Hucklebuck here. He reminded me, yeah, I forgot to give y'all some homework tonight. So today's homework assignment for all the people watching tonight, I want y'all to go look at Drake London's tape and count to me how many times the ball was either underthrown or not thrown on target.
Have fun with that shit, but
Shoot, if you send me the film tape and you show me what film you watched and I count and I get the same number, I'll give you something. We'll do that. I'll give
Hey,
do your homework. I'll give you an A+. I'll give you
I'm,
an
I'm,
A+ if you
I'm
do.
gonna give him another shot on this one. Okay, along my Star Wars comparison. Anquan Bolden
he runs
similarity.
precise. He runs a lot of precise
right.
Yeah.
routes. Those are the types of routes that Bolden ran for. He just
Yeah.
know how to use his body, and he
Uh-huh.
got great hands.
Remember 2012. Remember 2012.
Right.
Remember 2010 in Arizona and 11 in Arizona.
Man, all his damn career, okay? All his damn career. That's
the
all
whole
he ever
damn career.
did was
Right.
put
Right,
no
But
matter where he went.
I'm just saying, Anquan Bolden, John Stallworth, the type of comparisons that I'm drawing when I'm watching this kid's tape. When I'm watching Trey London's tape, this the only other receiver that I could think of, but he wasn't of the same stature, but he played with the same tenacity and made the same plays with Charlie Joyner back in the Dan Faust days in San Diego. And a lot of y'all wouldn't know about that.
Hey, so y'all got a lot of homework for y'all tonight. But also, I'm gonna also say this as well. Like you said, y'all continue to support 6-Man K Styles. Like I said, Feli Sports Podcast, Mad Mike Sports OG, Sam. Noah got the gaming channel going on right now. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and support that. Atlanta Falcon Nation, all over the place. And my final take tonight is it's for a lot of those that are still still talking shit about the Falcons, hoping the Falcons lose. I got a special guest who sent me a sound a voice message that he wanted me to tell a lot of y'all fans that still out here talking shit and mad that the Falcons didn't pick who you wanted. So now you hoping that they do. So I got a very special. I got a dear good friend of mine. He sent me something to tell y'all. All right, Jimmy. What you got to tell the people here?
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
Yeah. As he just said, if you don't like it, just pass the blunt to the nigga to the left.
Right.
So until next time, y'all, we ain't here to play.
No, sir.
We here. These motherfuckers is dying laughing now, bro. They look like, where the hell did that shit was coming from?
If y'all know the story behind how we got that clip, that's hilarious. That's funny. This is the reason I'm laughing because we was talking about that clip.
Right.
Hey, tell me, hey, before we go, tell me if y'all like to see that clip more often, bro, because that shit is hilarious.
Let's go. Let's go. That's comedy gold. That's comedy gold.
You want me to play it one more time for the people?
I gotta give me one more time. This is how we go in it. Give it one more time.
All right. For all you Falcon fans, the sit your goofy ass down crowd, Jimmy has a few words for you.
And if you two don't like it, you can just pass the blunt to the nigga on your left.
And on that note,
we ain't here to play. We here to stay.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't gotta go home.
Oh no. But you gotta get up out of here.
Deuces.